Imagine Mercedes as a team facing a rough patch in the 2024 season, much like a person going through a tough time, but there's hope on the horizon, particularly in Miami, where they plan to unveil a whole set of upgrades. It's like they're getting a new lease on life, determined to bounce back stronger. Their 2025 Challenger is like a puzzle with tricky pieces that they're trying to figure out. They're aware of its flaws, but are also excited about the possibilities. In this moment of uncertainty, George Russell's ideas are like a friend offering valuable advice, something Mercedes is eagerly considering. As for Hamilton, it's as if he's grappling with the past struggles of the car versions, trying to find his groove. Will the new W15 be his saving grace or add to his challenges? It's a human drama playing out on the racetrack, with Mercedes working hard behind the scenes to make crucial changes and find that extra edge. It's like watching a story unfold, with Miami being a pivotal chapter full of anticipation and excitement. Mercedes had initially planned to introduce the upgrade package in Imola, but they've grown tired of waiting around. The Silver Arrows are eager to dive into the action without uncertainty hanging over their heads. Wolff, candidly, mentioned that they'll be experimenting with the car throughout the 2024 season, so there's no point in delaying progress. The unpredictability in their car's performance from session to session has pushed them to make immediate changes. One of the significant areas they're focusing on is remodeling the side pods. This revamp aims to create a stronger flow in the natural area around the car, giving it a much-needed boost in performance. It's like they're saying, enough waiting, let's take charge and make our mark now. It adds a layer of urgency and excitement to their approach, turning each race into a stage for innovation and improvement. Apart from the side pods, it's clear that the floor of the W15 also needs attention. Mercedes is focusing on refining the edges of the floor to improve its air sealing, a crucial step in addressing their primary issue, lack of downforce. This problem stems from their attempts to comply with new regulations, where an excessive amount of downforce has hindered the car's performance in its optimal operating window. In response to this challenge, Mercedes is considering a return to basics. They may revisit strategies and designs that they previously dismissed as ineffective during the 2022 and 2023 seasons. George Russell has urged the team to adopt a more aggressive approach in tackling these issues head-on. When discussing the upgrades for Miami, Toto Wolff expressed his views on the challenges with the car's setup and drivability. He mentioned that the car's complexity contributes to inconsistent performances, noting that both the setup and driving experience are quite challenging. In his opinion, the car, particularly Lewis's car, was far from its optimal state and required delicate handling, almost like walking a tightrope. As they prepare for Miami, Mercedes is introducing new components to address these issues. Wolff is eager to see how these upgrades will affect the car's performance, indicating a sense of anticipation and curiosity about the outcome. Additionally, Wolff highlighted that the upgrades should represent a positive step forward as they target a crucial issue the car has faced for months: the inability to align simulator data with on-track performance. This lack of correlation is primarily due to flaws in the aerodynamic map of the W15. These flaws likely stem from frequent changes in design concepts and the instability within the design team, with personnel changes occurring almost monthly. Addressing these issues is a key focus as Mercedes aims to improve the car's overall performance. This situation might explain why Hamilton jokingly mentioned that he's not a car designer, but wishes he were one to fix the car's issues. His comment reflects a growing frustration, and his unusually positive demeanour after exiting in Q1 suggests that he's losing hope in the current project. It seems like he's beginning to shift his focus towards his future with Ferrari. Adding to this sentiment, Russell's recent remarks further highlight the team's struggle. He urged them to revert to familiar methods instead of excessive experimentation, emphasizing the need to work with what they know rather than chasing unrealistic performance gains in a short time frame. This collective sentiment indicates a growing acknowledgement within the team about the challenges they face and the necessity for a more grounded approach to improvement. Based on his remarks, it seems likely that Mercedes will prioritize addressing Russell's feedback. The upcoming upgrade in Miami could mark the beginning of this shift. Russell emphasized the need to focus on fundamental aspects like downforce, highlighting the consistency in lap times despite different setups used in China. He stressed the importance of continuous improvement rather than seeking a single solution for performance gains. Russell's perspective reflects a deeper understanding within the team that consistently adding downforce is key. Mercedes has undergone changes in philosophies and concepts multiple times, indicating a willingness to adapt and refine their approach in pursuit of better performance. Over the past 2 years, Mercedes has navigated a challenging path of constant change and experimentation with the car's design and concepts. This extensive investment of time and resources raises concerns about the potential lack of success in the near future. It's understandable why Hamilton may feel frustrated and inclined towards a move to Ferrari. However, this doesn't rule out the possibility of Mercedes making a turnaround this year or the next. The team's optimism is primarily pinned on the 2026 regulations, which will see a significant reduction in downforce by 40%. This shift will place greater emphasis on power units and the car's battery performance, potentially leveling the playing field and offering Mercedes a new opportunity to excel. While the road ahead may be challenging, there's still hope for a resurgence in performance in the coming seasons. Mercedes faces a daunting challenge in gaining performance without addressing the primary issue of data correlation. Testing upgrades in the simulator yields uncertain results, making it unlikely that improvements will translate to the track. Given recent history, they're skeptical about achieving significant performance gains, unlike McLaren in 2023. Realistically, Mercedes is not in a strong position to replicate McLaren's success. It's worth noting that Mercedes is perhaps the team best positioned to overcome these challenges in 2024, especially regarding the expectations for Miami. Toto Wolff mentioned the team's need to improve pace and hinted at upcoming developments for the race. However, he acknowledged that the current car isn't where it should be, highlighting mistakes made in their aggressive approach to its development. Lewis Hamilton's comments reflected this sentiment, expressing dissatisfaction with the car's performance and handling. This aligns with Mercedes' ongoing struggle with data correlation between simulations and on-track results, a fundamental issue they need to address. Aerodynamic engineers have highlighted how the data correlation issue hinders the car's optimal performance, restricting the functionality of upgrades. Over the past 2.5 years, the car's performance on track hasn't aligned with simulations despite numerous parameter adjustments. This mismatch has led to cautious optimism regarding upgrades, including the current ones. There's a clear understanding within Mercedes that significant work is needed to fully exploit the potential of the new concept. They're determined to maximize performance despite ongoing challenges with data correlation. Considering that many changes were prompted by Hamilton's input, and with his departure imminent, Mercedes might revert to their traditional approach of prioritizing downforce. While this may seem like a drastic move, it appears to be their best course of action given their current struggles. The team's disappointing start to the season, battling for P6 rather than contending for wins, underscores the urgency for a turnaround. As Miami approaches, the question looms whether Mercedes can reverse their fortunes. Can they inject more performance into their current car? These are crucial queries, especially given their recent challenges. Share your thoughts in the comments below.